Achievement unlocked. Day 5. Another beautiful day. We said on the news yesterday that it was going to rain in Tokyo. So the good weather followed me on this trip. Should be a good sign of things to come right. Okay, that's one Kyoto. Let's get started and stop singing like an idiot. The next destination is a temple called the ryoan-ji. I know it's like but you got the an at the end. Is it ryoan-ji? I don't know. Ryoan-ji is a magnificent temple, of course, but it has a number of old charms to the people who visit it. It has old charms? What do you think? What could it be? I give up, I have no idea. That's the whole sentence, isn't it? So you think for a few seconds like, no, just tell me. The answer is... This is the place I was thinking of. First, the entry fee there. Yes, the stone garden. This is what I was thinking of when they end up on the streets instead of this place. This rock garden. Let's have a look at it in real life. Google Maps away. Google Maps or Google Pictures, more like it. Oh wait. Okay, it really is Google Maps for real this time. I'll just picture it. Very nice. Ooh. Now this is totally Japanese. I mean, it is, after all. That's it. I know they're gonna go into some detail about these stones here and their placement. So have a look, see. 1, 2, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And there's probably some over there as well. I think they said like it's certain angle you gotta look at it from. I don't know. Ooh, that is a nice. Look at that. I like the architecture. Wait, why are you being so quiet? Sorry, I got kind of sucked in. Anyway, how do I say this? A garden made out of rocks and sand with no trees. Feels kind of empty. And it sounds strange, but when I look at it long enough, it starts to look like islands in the ocean. He's got a point, doesn't he? Hey, look at that. It's like, you could look at these like as mountains, essentially. So have a look in real life again. Yeah, even in real life they kind of look like that, doesn't it? It's like someone put out like a giant board and was like, okay, we're gonna place stuff here, and we're going to like, you know, like how people put like those kind of miniature towns. A miniature little sea of islands here. Wow, that's amazing. Huh? What's amazing? This type of garden is called kare-sansui. So as you said, it symbolizes mountains and water without the use of water. I see. So nanda. I think you stumbled upon its meaning without realizing it. So, maybe I got a little closer to being Japanese in these few days? Maybe so. Anyway, who created this garden? It's such a high level of art history, it must be someone famous, right? Actually, no one really knows. Really? It's said that it was made sometime in the 15th century. There are varying theories as to its creator, but no one knows for sure. I see. That's not the only thing we don't know. Huh? There's another mystery about it? Take a good look. How many stones do you see in the garden? Stones? 1, 2, ichi-ni-san. Oh, there are 14 in all. Birdie! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How does he get to 14? I don't know which counts as separated. I mean, I counted 11 on the real picture, but I'm pretty sure that it's had some in the background that I didn't see. I think it probably is to do with the angle you do it from. I think they're about to say that as well. That's what it looks like, right? Yeah, but since you asked that, it must mean... Yes, there are really 15 stones in all. Wait, let me count again. 1, 2, ichi-ni-san, 3. Ah, you're right. There's another stone hidden behind that one. Which one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe there are ones hidden behind 11. Maybe there's one hidden behind there 12. I don't know how you get the 15 there. There must be more hidden ones. The garden was designed so that there's only one spot where you can see all 15 stones at once. I find it weird how, like, people come up with these ideas for stuff like this. Especially, like, the ones further back in the past. I mean, this is 15th century stuff. It's like, say for example, like, forget, what do they call the Nazca lines or something like that? You got stuff like that, that realistically you'd have to be able to see it from above ground to be able to actually see how the work is, like, being put together. And you'd have to be very precise. It's just like, how did these people in the past come up with this stuff? And how did they actually manage to do it without, like, modern technology? It's like, it's one of those cases where it's like, I think we kind of like look at the past and think, they must have all been idiots. Well, that's not the case. I mean, probably just like nowadays, there are idiots and there are smart people. And that's probably how it's always been. We've got idiots and smarter people. Wow! The story in the Vatican was built so that the 4 rings of pillars line up perfectly when you stand at the center of the plaza. This is kind of the opposite effect. Kind of makes me think of optical illusions. They have a similar kind of thing to it, where it's gotta be at a right angle to get the illusion. But in this case, it's more of seeing all the stones that are there, but only being able to see them all at one angle. The garden itself is built on a slight decline, so the height of the stones in the back will seem to change height from some angles. There are optical illusions like that all around the garden. But she even points it out, optical illusions. It's amazing, what a complicated garden. But I could never have come up with something so complicated. Feels like it must be imbued with all sorts of deep meanings. Naturally. So, what meanings are hidden in it? You need to figure it out for yourself. That's the meaning of Zen. What? That's mean! How dare you! Come on, Aki-chan, stop teasing him and tell him the truth. The truth? Sorry, to tell you the truth, no one knows the deepest meaning of this garden. Well, you never know. It could have had a deep meaning, it could have a simple meaning, or it could have no meaning at all. How would we know if we don't know? Really? Yes, there are many theories, of course, but no one really knows which are really true, and we may never really know. I see. But like Aki-chan said, because there is no answer, that means you can think it out for yourself. That part of it really is the meaning of Zen. I know, right? That's why I really meant it when I said that. liar. Usada! Usada!
What's with that look? You got something to say?
Not at all. Yeah, arimasen. I see that word a lot as well, arimasen. It's usually like when you say don't, essentially. It's like, I don't like this, or it's like, I didn't, or whatever. It's like, kind of like, I don't know how to describe it really. It's like, what? I'm looking at one of my notes right here. I don't like the rain. Amewa skide. Yeah, skide wa arimasen. See, it's got arimasen at the end there. So it seems to be latched on to meaning like that in sentences. Where I don't fully understand it at the same time. We've been walking around a lot all day, but... there's so much to see in Kyoto. We didn't get to well, we did stick around quite a while in that garden, but I was like starting to think, it's like, what meaning could I get from it? So you got a bunch of rocks, stones, whatever, and it's meant to look like an ocean with a bunch of islands. What could this possibly mean? Think of a deep meaning for it. We are all divided, but all the same? That's just like here to be randomly. It's like, well, we got all these islands, just like look at it like the world. Like, we all come from different places, but we're all the same. We may have our differences, but we are the same. Not like the same as in we're all identical in our personalities, but rather we're all human, and we all have our, like, where there's pros and cons in, I guess. Like, we have our flaws, we have our goods and our bads. Our shits and our not shits, essentially. But we're all just like, and despite that, we're always freaking conflict in the world. And you think like, you know what? I honestly think that the reason why that is, like, I honestly think that the reason why humanity is always fighting each other is because we don't have any natural enemies, predators, whatever. You know, like how animals, like, they have their own predators, so they don't have that kind of thing where they just, like, within a fight amongst themselves, would they? We don't have any of that, so we're just like, oh man, we're on top of the world. Hey, let's fight! Yes! Ha 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 ha! Competition! Ha ha ha! I think that's probably how that ended up happening. Although we probably were fighting each other long before we freaking made it to the top of the food chain in that way. I don't know, it's just kind of,
There is, we've only been hitting up the main spots. We can't see it all in just a day or two. Anyway, we'd better leave before it gets dark. We have time to see one more place.
Which means the next thing we see will be our last.
That's right, and I know just the place for us to go. The place to go? Where is that? That is...
First entry fee there. Whoa, my god. Did you see that price? How much we spent today? £30.32.
Tokayo! Here! I get it. This is the Kyoto Studio Park. It's a theme park, a recreation of an Edo period village.
You know, I remember seeing, like, going to, like, a kind of location like this in Northern Islands years ago. Obviously it wasn't Japanese architecture, but it was essentially like a recreation of an old village. And you know what? I quite liked it. I like these type of things. It's like you've got like a whole village or a town where it's just like recreated and just like it just really has a nice quality to it. I like it. So if I was here, I'd be like, oh hell yeah, this is awesome. Look at that. Is that up on a hill or something or what? How did I do that? Oh, right click instead.
Anyways, it's a theme park and recreation of an Edo period village.
Sugoi! I never knew this was here!
It takes about 30 minutes by train from Kyoto, but I really wanted to show it to you. I see, these are fairly rare in Japan, but they're quite fun, especially...
recreation of ancient Japan. I see, and this is...
You're in a daze.
Sorry, I just...
Don't worry about it. I'm just happy that you seem to be having fun.
Yeah, I'm really glad we came here. Arigato!
She's shy. Chan, stop it! You're doing it again! And all that.
That reminds me, you called this movie village earlier.
Originally, a lot of Japanese movie companies would film here. Because a lot of our movies back then were Jidaigeki. Jidaigeki, literally period films often used to refer to samurai movies. So most of the Jidaigeki ended up getting filmed here. And a part of the set was open for the public to enjoy, which is why it's called the Kyoto Studio Park. That's right.
I see. Naruhodo. That's interesting. Sonanda. Those two words are gonna stick into my memory. I just know it. Naruhodo. Sonanda as well as Shinshi.
What's really amazing is that they didn't just recreate the shells of the buildings. You can actually walk around and experience the town for yourself.
Wow. So, what kind of things can you do?
Let's see, for instance, there are exhibits about the filming process. And you can experience the traditional culture of Kyoto.
I see.
There are Chanbara shows too. Chanbara, a genre of action-oriented samurai film referring to the collection of swords.
Again, that kind of reminds me of, I think it was this verse again, but I think it was in a video form. Or maybe it was something else. Away it goes. No, actually, maybe it was a walk culture video, I don't know what it was. But they mentioned, like, this one famous samurai movie where, like, there was a scene where, like, getting shot at by bows and arrows, and they filmed it legitimately. It's like, no, we want to have a stunt double, or have it so, like, we'll keep it safe. No, fire those arrows, and if you don't dodge them, and you get injured, well, fuck, we're gonna have to replace you or some shit with a different actor. Legitimately freaking firing arrows. I mean, it's like, that's just like, filming to another level, isn't it? It's like, no, we gotta make it, to make it look realistic, we must make it real. Try to dodge this! Like, fucking hell, I didn't sign up for this. Chanbara?
And you don't just watch them, they'll really teach you the Chanbara style.
Well, you can try Chanbara.
I'm not sure about that, but we can at least do that.
What's that?
You'll see when we get there. That's right, so let's go.
We got Google Maps, wait! Oh, what have we here? Nice picture. It's not the map one though, but nice picture nonetheless. Chris Thomas. So, well, you never know, like, nowadays the world's more interconnected. so he could technically live in Japan. It's clearly like it's either visiting or he's like lives there now or whatever. I don't know, it doesn't matter. Still, nice. And I wonder if we'd get kicked out of a place like this for just filming your own kind of terrible samurai battles. Just like come around the corner, it's like it is time for you to die. Ching clang, bing bang 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 bang. Just like what are they doing? Idiots. Right. What way is this? Well, which do you want? You have to choose. Actually, why don't you choose for us too? Choose for you, me? Yeah. Let's do it that way. Okay then. Let me warn you, you'd better choose seriously. I know. Let's see for the two of you. How about old merchants? Just like slap. Like, do we look like old merchants to you? I'm ready. You guys still changing? That's expensive. Did you see that? It was like 50 quid. That was. Or was that like for all three of them? Did the protagonist pay? Well, women always take longer to get ready. Then they slap him because they can cure his faults. Here we are! Ah, yeah. Wow! Ta-da! How is it? Do you like it? Achievement unlocked, you're just to the I'm sorry we took so much time. This is like nothing in Japanese there, but there. Questions? You guys look so amazing! Yeah, thank you. Arigato. You don't look bad yourself. Really? I can't really tell. Why, I look like a samurai. You look invisible, Mr. Protagonist. You have not appeared at all. Not once. You have not shown your faceless face. If you've seen my other Let's Plays, you'd have seen his face, at the very least. Or rather his lack of a face, because he doesn't have eyes for some reason. Yeah, you look like a dashing samurai. Seriously? Yeah, you look like a dashing villainous governor. Ha, evil governor! I mean, that's not a compliment at all. I'd probably look like a villain, just like long hair, bit of a mustache and beard, always with that pissed off look on my face half the time. I probably would fit that. Dress up samurai is like. I'll kill you, blasted peasants. Come at me! Haha, took you long enough. Yeah. But anyway, I didn't think I'd get to dress up like this. And moreover, yeah, the girls really look amazing. They always look great, but I think I prefer them in Japanese-style clothes. Must be a pain in the ass to put it on, though. What's wrong, Akira? I just don't think I can accept this. Can't accept? Why? You picked a princess costume for my sisters, so why did you make me a lady samurai? I wanted to be more feminine, like a Mako or... I wouldn't have minded a princess outfit like Oni-chan's either. Well, I guess what? I just kind of... just spit it out already. It's just... Akira's such a happy, active girl. I think this suits her better than princess clothes. Ah. Right? Don't you think so too, Makoto? So I do, and all that.
As her older sister, I also think that outfit brings out her charm a bit more than the others. Hang on, what are you guys saying in English? But while I know you're saying it in English so she won't understand, I think you should probably tell her.
But I don't know what she'll do to me if I tell her that.
Come on, stop leaving me out of the conversation. I don't think it will be bad. She'll be happy to hear it.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I know you guys are saying bad things about me. You're not, we're complimenting you. You're lying. Fine then. You're saying I don't look good in pretty things. Come on now, don't pout. Fine, villainous governors who enter into a conspiracy will face my judgment. Prepare yourself. Let's do this.
Whoa, wait a sec. It's dangerous to swing a sword around.
Resistance is futile.
Ah!
Thank you for riding the Shinkansen today. The train will, oh my god, it's so expensive. How far is Kyoto from Tokyo? It must be quite far, because wow. Just wow. Just 2 days. Did I read the other line? Background. It was a short but very convincing thrill.
Fuck it. Something like that. I don't know if it's picking up. Can't do that with the acoustic guitar because the strings don't really bend like that.
But there are still a lot of places I haven't explored yet. If I ever come back to Japan, I'll have to come here again.
Farewell, Kyoto, until we meet again.
Ah, it's pretty quiet actually. Well, they...
Makoto, maybe someday. Just like someday, if they make another version, maybe, just maybe we'll see what the scene would look like with you instead. Because it's the third time in a row that we get Akira's ending. I mean, I've seen Makoto's ending, I can't remember it, but I haven't actually, got Makoto's ending in any of these LPs that I've done the various versions of this novel. Wow, Makoto's already asleep? Well, we have been walking around for 2 days, so that makes sense. Does that mean Akira's also... Nope, Akira's awake, but... What's wrong, Akira? Are you tired? Lag! Lag on the mountain, lag in the train, lag everywhere!
No, I'm not so tired.
Huh?
I guess it's no good.
What's no good?
English. I just can't speak it. Even though you're speaking it right now, but that's because I'm voice acting in that. I mean, I could, freaking voice act you in Japanese the whole time. But you know how hard work I'd be? And I'd be doing the equivalent of what she's doing when she's trying to speak English. It'd be all over the place. Eigo, watashi ni wa... Very nice. See? I can't speak Japanese very well. I've been learning it. Doesn't mean that I can speak it very well. Oh, that was English just now. I thought you were speaking to me in Japanese. Yeah, let's back her up there. Back her up, back her up. No, I'm not so tired or... I mean, look at the way it's like written down as well. It makes sense. Like, no, I move not so tired. No. It's obvious she's saying that she's not so tired. But look at the way, it makes sense. It makes a lot of perfect sense to me. Because, like, it's the, like, speaking in English is different to speaking in Japanese. Like, when you hear them, like, speaking English and they add stuff like that, it's essentially part of their alphabet, isn't it? So they're not using, like, you know, how it would be pronounced 100% authentically in English. They're kind of like trying to speak in English using their alphabet, and it comes a bit kind of like that until they become fluent enough in it. So, with that in mind, I wonder how bad my Japanese must sound to a native Japanese speaker. Why can't I be more like Oni-chan? More like Makoto? Yeah, I was kind of thinking about that the whole time we were in Kyoto. If only I could do all the things Oni-chan can. Oni-chan has always been pretty kind and she knows everything. And she can even speak English. She's amazing. You think so too, right? That Oni-chan is amazing. Yeah, it's true that she's smart, pretty, and she's good at English. Oh, but hey, you're much better at cooking than Makoto. Well, that's true, but that's not really important. Well, being good at cooking is kind of important. You think so? I think cooking is an amazing skill to have. Can you imagine if nobody in the world knew how to cook? It wouldn't make any sense, would it? Just like, suddenly, like one day just happens, it's like everyone suddenly forgets how to cook. It's just like, oh my god, we've got no food! Well, we have food, but we don't know how to cook anything! How did this happen? I mean, imagine that. It's just like, people rely so much on takeout that a whole generation doesn't know how to cook. I mean, I, myself, only partially know how to cook. And when I have cooked in the past, like I've said, it turns out pretty nice. It's just that I don't cook very often. It's very rare. Like once in a few years, kind of rare. Half the time, it seems now. I did some cooking last year at some point, but it was very simple. But like, I can only count like one time last year in recent memory. So that's not a lot of cooking, is it? Nani, what? Arigato. And all that. Even so, I really can't compare to Oni-chan. Let me play my acoustic along to yours. Yeah, it's definitely gotta be G major. Maybe it's D major actually. Yes, right, no, that would fit G major as well. No. I don't know, maybe it's a key change.
Definitely a modal change at the very least. Anyways, back to the plot.
Oni-chan is, I've always admired her. Ever since we were kids. Our adult relatives would crowd around and say, Makoto-chan's so cute and Makoto-chan's so smart. They would always say things like that. When they did, I'd get so happy as if I was the one being praised. But it really was her that they were complimenting, not me.
Akira. Makoto, Akira.
Oh, but don't get me wrong, I'm not Higandero or anything.
Higandero?
Oh, you don't know that one. How to explain it? Oh, you know jealousy, right?
Yeah.
Right, so yeah, it's not that I'm jealous of her or anything.
So that's what that word means?
I'm just... sometimes I really hate myself.
Hate yourself?
Compared to Oni-chan, nothing I do is good enough. And the more I think about it, the more I start to hate myself.
That's...
When I was a kid, our parents would encourage me to take English classes with Oni-chan. But I didn't go. Back then I was afraid of being compared to Oni-chan. I was afraid they'd say that Oni-chan could speak it really well and then ask why I was so bad at it.
They wouldn't do that.
Yeah, no, that was just Higandero speaking. But even knowing that, I still thought that way. So I fell into a really bad Jiko Keno and I started feeling even more sensitive about not being able to speak English.
Jiko Keno?
Alright, do you know what Jiko Keno is?
Yeah, it's self and scuff. You can get the rough idea. It means self-loving, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Akira?
I still wish I'd done it.
Huh?
After all, if I had taken the classes, I wouldn't feel so frustrated. I could have talked to you in your native language, just like Oni-chan did today. Maybe then I could have shared how I really felt without trying to act so tough all the time.
Go back. You said a lot of difficult words that I didn't understand, so...
You don't have to apologize, just... I guess I was using harder words on purpose.
On purpose?
Yeah, on purpose.
Wasato. That means on purpose then. Gosh there. Why?
That's a secret.
Himitsu. Secret.
I really do wish that I'd worked harder on studying English back then.
I need to work more on my friggin' Japanese. Like, I've wrote down all these bloody phrases. Barely memorized half of them. They're not even close to even quarter of them. It's just like, it takes me forever to write down the notes for them. It really does. I write it down in English, then I'd write it out in ryoan-ji, then I'd write it out in hiragana, katakana, whichever one they'd have it written out as. Sometimes a combination of the two. And then I'd write like a little note underneath it to point out how it's pronounced. Because sometimes, like I said, contradicts the alphabet. It's like when referring to like, say we for example, it'd be like watashi tachiwa, or something like that. But it's like watashi tachiwa, but it's like it hasn't got the E in watashi. It's kind of skipped over, so it's like watashi tachiwa. It's kind of weird. I don't know, maybe both work.
If I had... you and all that. Phew! In the end, Akira fell asleep, and I still don't know exactly what she was talking about. And when she woke up... Tadaima! Tadaima! Oh, phew, I'm beat! She was back to her usual self. Even if you're only gone for one night, coming back from a trip really makes you appreciate home. Ah, I know how you feel. Really, maybe that's just a common human trait that people all over the world experience. Now, going yet again back to that freaking bus from hell, well, it was more of a, I don't know how to word it, it was just a shitty day. But essentially once I got home after that, completely knackered, I just like, finally lying down was like, I'm surprised I literally had no energy, but like, eventually I'd actually woke myself up enough to have food and actually upload and all that, change the bird's water like I usually do and all that, and just like then I was like, okay, sleep. And then I woke up at freaking 7 in the morning today as well. The same as freaking yesterday essentially as a result. But it's gone by so quickly, hasn't it? Huh? Well, sure, I guess it has, but this LP has gone on longer than the other two ones in terms of parts, and by extension, freaking length, because the parts aren't exactly short, are they usually? From the time you came here until today, it's gone by in the blink of an eye. Now you have to go home in 2 days. Oh, right. You'll be heading out early then, won't you? Oh, yeah. I'll have to leave pretty early in the morning, I think. And then tomorrow will be your last day for sightseeing. I guess so. Is there anything you'd like to see tomorrow? No, I'll have to think about it. I see, well, it's your last chance for sightseeing, so you should really make the most of it. Yeah. Achievement unlocked, make the most of it. Shows Akira's face instead of Makoto, even though Makoto is the one who is talking the whole time. Wow, it's obviously going to lead to Akira's ending, so it's more focused on Akira, but I don't know how that affects the achievements. That's right. Like Makoto said, tomorrow will be my last day to look around the city. Where should I go tomorrow? No, what I should be asking myself isn't where I want to go. It's who I go with. For my last day of sightseeing, I want to go with... Hey, you awake? Huh? Yeah! It's Akira, can I come in? Akira, you may enter the room in the next part. Because, you know, you can probably hear my laptop going like... It's like... I've been recording this probably over an hour like I usually do. And it takes up a lot of space and all that. So, I'll see you next time, viewers. See you next time.